this crowd out of it because this is one of the top 2 or 3 best crowds, and not just the Big East, but in the country.
The crowd reacts. This is basically downtown Omaha. They have adopted this school in so many ways and this program.
And that's exactly what he did first play. You got to test the feet of a terrific player in Caravan.
Mullins with an answer from there. He's been banged up, bruised, and battered all season long. There's an alley-oop to him. Can't get it to go. Just a little bit.
Starting out that way, it's a team in UConn that makes just over 7 threes a game. On the other side, Creighton makes over 10.
He's been struggling offensively. Green is left wide open for 3, and he can't get that one to go down.
Yeah, you see what?
There's some traffic. From the wing.
Beautiful release.
The number 2 Huskies.
He's super talented. He just has to know when to make the right decisions, when to score, when to pass. That's a...
Look at that Caravan fighting for a recycle, and he got it. Ball off the bounce.
Goodness. Open it really is a tough position to be in defensively.
Dix on a blow-by. Recovered by...
Of communicating. Know that up there.
Good passing. And the shot fake. Beautiful.
And it's really on the offensive end, Tim. There's really no talk about what you do defensively. It's just have to play with your instinct. I think you can be quicker, faster to guys. Your communication could be better. You can switch more. Oh, goodness gracious.
Mullins. He's in there. So is Demery. Ball with a little stop and go. Uh-oh, that's a discard. Double average guy from Iowa. We'll probably see him a little bit later on, but he is a guy that has enormous potential. I was doing games in the
Ice Age.
Ice Age, yes. Yeah, you'd be more dinosaur.
Continue to make your team feel it's a good tempo and pace for them.
Caravan off the curl. He has struggled with his shot.
More shots than you would expect a guy for his size.
This is the coach on the floor for Creighton. Green can't get that one to go well defended this summer, and he's just not been right all season long. Beautiful column written on him by their beat writer here.
There's no one out here who thinks that they're getting as much.
Dribble handoff and the pick. Oh my!
Though by Graves. Lower body. We'll take a look.
Yeah, but you just don't see that ever called. You really don't. And a big touch. It is.
You just, all the coaches want on both sides. Consistency.
Yeah, absolutely.
Call it the same way from start to finish. Yeah. And we don't get that.
Working over Rabba. Got to go up. Ball is tipped. That one was thrown up in desperation. Freeman still fighting for it.
Key early.
St. John's will do the same thing to you.
St. John's.
They play hard, not
similarly. Yeah.
Great slip. And missed it. I was shocked when he said he'd like to see UConn play inside out.
And that really confuses you. They're patient. Usually when you get low under that 5 to 10 seconds, you think it's a low percentage shot. That's really good.
Ty Davis.
Got to close out, though.
It comes dead off the rim. And the rebound brought down by Jaden.
I thought that was a good look. And those you got to steal on the road.
Wasn't that a Ted Nugent song?
That was a Howie Dickinson.
First time. Malachi Smith off the bounce.
Yeah, two questionable shots from Malachi.
All for UConn. Will make it 4. After that timeout, apparently Danny not satisfied with what he saw. Stewart, though, does answer.
Classman and Dan Hurley, he's one of his favorites, and he's been honest about that with Stewart.
By the way, those were
more comfortable at home. I'll be honest. In the NBA, Tim, you shoot better on the road because you don't have that many distractions. Third or a fourth, and they're starting to evolve into that.
Oh, how about that? I think Green believes there, as well as an ankle that he tweaked at yesterday's practice. Ball.
How about that? Back. Boy, this is, right now, this is candy for Terrace Reader. Should be.
Beautiful. Fall away.
Another one of those guys trying to continue to build trust with his coaches.
Mullins, second chance points will jump all over you when you play UConn. They're already leading in that category 6-0. Look at the defense.
Never panics. Just after that wonderful finish from Green.
Of the game, they call them. Out of the timeout, Caravan, who hit that silencer a moment ago, takes it inside. Speech and debate team. Yeah,
some drama courses.
Burgeoning thespian. Yes. And on the other
score, Tim.
Yes, he is. Happy to get this opportunity. He's 4 for 4 from the floor, and it's 25-24.
Yeah, 2 assists.
They are really physical on the defensive end, Creighton, in tonight's game. Shot clock down to 1. Mullins just at
to get away from the defense.
Good spacing. Dix gets outside. The iron uncount. Harper. Baseline.
How about that rebound?
Rebound by Green. Graves.
There's a double. Got to be ready on that. And you have to make guys uncomfortable and run them off that line. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Come out of it that game, and has had the motor running ever since. And that's a score at Charlotte.
Yeah.
He scored or assisted on 7 of the last 9 field goals.
To the floor.
UConn by 4. Lugic. You don't want to lose timeouts. I think a lot of coaches are fearful of that. And off the ball, a little back and forth. And first
the double team is coming. You don't need to be downstairs grappling with him.
Off this time.
Got to move.
By Demery.
Got to move when he gets down in those weeds, Tim. You can't stand still.
Oh, Green.
Good job taking care of the ball. 5 turnovers.
Caravan. Reed the follow.
Great job by Terrace Reed, not standing still.
Difference in the game is second chance points, 8-3 in favor of the Huskies. They had more 30-point games than any other freshman in Division I.
It's going to curse when you play that well your freshman year, but you know when you're you're playing for a team that is 12-20. Harper trying to figure out where he fits in this system, how to play within a system.
Oh, rocking that. Blown out in the last 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 of the second. Harper, jump stop, and he's fouled. Long night.
Kind of turns into, the knock is not fair for him because he is liked by every coach in this league. He does a lot to support other coaches start taking if you don't close the gap a little. Look, it's an 8-point game. You get to stop here. Maybe you get another chance to go down and splink. He knows the system. There's 21 rebounds, 21-10 in the glass. A poor percentage, low in the shot clock. UConn does not. Harper, the way they started the game, you got 1.5% from 3, Jasen Green. You've got to pull Terrace Reed away from that basket.
Mullins,
goodness.
So many answers now, has 11. Really hard to come back from a double-digit deficit against the number 2 Huskies. This crowd is ready to explode. They had their moments in the first half. It's just not falling for Dixon.
With the trees, it is reminiscent of Tristan Newton, who was a very good rebounder at that position for UConn. Pretty good job of making you go where they need you to go.
Travel. Yeah, travel. Just trying to do a little too much. And obviously Green, and he hasn't gotten any touches. The others are struggling offensively. Ball's on the deck again. The effort against Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl back in the day. Green is he has emerged. You talk about a talent.
Yeah.
5.
Nice closeout.
Demery up against it. Caravan a putback. Wow.
Saw the ball and found a body.
Your guys took rolling offensively. They are outmanned tonight. Mullins, that one off the front.
I can pull that ball back with one hand as they're trying to pass it. Michael Jordan, Dr. J, Shaq probably there.
Get some help from Trout, who just came into the game. Schwartz a pull.
Beautiful. To get a stop and to get the defensive rebound.
I tell you, the first 15 minutes in the first half, I thought they dug in pretty good. It just got away from them, and we know that the effort on the defensive end is Green. Gets almost the assassin that is Demery, making a big bucket there.
To succeed, and he's doing that again tonight.
Green on a post up, going against Riva. And you know, tough at LSU. Mullins, beautiful pass into the corner to Caravan. Just Chris Purvis, I can tell you about him too. I was at that Final Four.
Venturing out a little bit further.
Phyllis wasn't bad either at Duke. the golf thing.
Yeah.
He let me beat him. I didn't finish last. He did. Trout with an air ball. And then
Trout, though, is concerning because you know you're not going to get a lot of airspace against this UConn defense, so it speeds up your shot process. This UConn defense work a little bit.
Malachi Smith now operating at the point. He'll call his own number this time and drains it. Smith now the double team. This young man has just lost his confidence from downtown. Harper on the glass.
Scrum with the ball, so I can't criticize.
That's it. That's how you had a career.
I'm fighting you for every inch, that's for sure. We're not winning.
Stewart working on Dix. Ryba.
You keep your foot on the gas.
There's always more. You gotta get more.
My coach was the same way. Look, you're up 5, get up 10. You're up 10.
Here's Caravan off the curl. He can drop off the back iron. Guess what? He collects his own rebound and get their bubble. And Jaden Ross comes into the game, the junior. It's just a 4-2 guy at UConn. Ryba fouled as he takes it right into Freeman's face. And watching Owen Freeman,
again, I'm good, but your mind still has to. It really does. There you go, Timmy. You're McChicken later as well, but it's free. People love free stuff.
Obviously, Harper.
Well, that's a testament to UConn's defense.
Yeah.
You know, take that head of the snake and just cut it off. And that locked that right down and said someone else is going to have to try and beat us.
Malachi Smith can't get it to go. Well, they were just as good.
Yeah.
Here's Green working inside. And he gets...
I think he's a little bit ahead because early season is high.
As his defense in the post improves, then you won't see the drop-off. Reed...
Then when they get into tight games, he really changes the complexion of what they do defensively, Terrace Reed.
Beautiful cut against that double. Mullins, great rejection by
Stroke, couldn't get it to go.
Hudson Greer, number 10. It's just a recipe for failure against a team like Connecticut. Reed, almost just...
In games like this, teams are watching. Your coaches are watching. They're trying to figure out...
Plays so hard for so long. And that left shoulder is an issue, too. Timmery, 0 for 3s, 5 out of 6 since. In traffic and just mercifully...
Their spots.
Ball. Again, no block out. And he follows his own stud. Put the blitzkrieg on after that. Green.
There you go. Playing against.
That's right.
All game long. Again, one of the most improved players in the country, Jasen Green. Defend, but you wear teams down. You know, you get deep into your bench and you just start wearing other teams down.
Dix still unable to get one to go. Harper on the offensive glass with an answer. Think about this. 4 Huskies.
Look, anytime you make, there's no way you're losing if you make 14 or 15 threes.
Didn't need too much of a cut man to get back out there.
I'm convinced Danny Hurley does not even pay attention to the scoreboard. It is possession by possession.
Well, Silas Demery very quietly is taking Cohen's will. He got rimmed. And the long rebound is controlled. And there's Freeman on a run out.
Great job about a kid who really struggled. His body struggled. And Owen Freeman, and to see him get a couple baskets.
78-52 is the score. And yeah, anything that can happen good for Freeman at this stage is that one's just thrown. There's another month left in this season. Caravan's pass was just so beautiful. In traffic, they need to do. And they just made sure that they control 16 minutes. Creighton matched them defensively, but they didn't after that. Freeman in traffic gets fouled. I tell you, that's a team that's got more answers than just about anybody. There are a lot of great.
So 4 minutes to go, you got a game.
Right.
You just You want talk about separation. You have to continue. The great teams continue to set
Options to go to the Final
Yeah,
Four.
I don't know if they'll have as many
league.
teams as the SEC had last year in the tournament.
Let's
play anybody. That's right.
Late in the year. Those teams are looking for a game that could matter outside their conferences.
Not just a spot-up guy. He's running into those. It's awesome to see that development. Head coach.
Yeah, he's fit in beautifully now at UConn in stores. Told me how much he was enjoying it, how much he felt he was learning.
Mentioned Kamani Young and Luke Murray.
Absolutely.
Where do you fit in, and when do you talk? When do you shut your mouth? Those are things that at UConn.
Hudson Greer with that bucket.
And I guess it didn't hurt.
Here threes early.
I mean, they've made 5, and that's about what they have done for about 90 games now. At least 5.
Ashworth converted into a buckets getter.
Tough
team.
Hard nose.
No doubt.
Trash talker. You read. You lose a lot of maturity.
No doubt about it.
Em biết xào cải xoong hả? Có cái này hết rồi đây.
Hết rồi.
Hết rồi. Quay cái gì nhỉ?
Quay Florida.
Gì mà?
Vâng.
Gì vào đây à?
Không, quay tiếp. Xuống quay tiếp rồi, bên này là quay từ đầu. Đánh được 2 sao à? Đánh nhanh nhỉ?
Nhưng mà con này có đánh full luôn.
SECN quay được trên FPM.
Cái này quay tiếp cái gì?
Vâng.
Chi mô tắm rửa. Chi mô mà nhớ làm rửa.